Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a 35-week bump date. I've never done one of these videos before. Obviously, I just got back to my channel, but I figured since I'm only 5 weeks out from delivering, or 5 weeks out from my due date, I figured I'd just update you guys these next few weeks on how I'm feeling, my doctor's appointments, and some like baby facts, I guess. But I guess I can show you my bump. I'm too short. So here is the baby. I'm 35 weeks today, which is January 6th. I am not going to show you what it looks like without my top on, but here she is. She's big. She's about 5 pounds, probably 8 ounces right now, but that is my cute little bump. So I know some people like to see the baby bumps, so I thought I would show you guys mine. To start off, let's talk about what my doctor has told me. Yesterday, Saul and I went to a doctor's appointment. It was our 35-week appointment. Although they're 5 weeks today, they always do it a couple days before just because of scheduling. So basically my doctor just measured my stomach to see where I was measuring. She said I was measuring perfectly at 35 weeks. So everything's looking good. Another thing we discussed was what the body scan said from last week. Basically she just said this little girl has a huge head, so that's probably gonna make labor really hard, pushing out her head, which is of course the first thing that comes out of the birth canal. But she said everything looks good. Baby's healthy, just has a big head, and there's not much I can do about that. We don't really know where her big head comes from. I think it might come from my dad, or it might even come from Saul's side of the family. We've looked at pictures, which I will insert in here, of us when we were a few months old, but we weren't like toddlers yet. And we kind of think we had big heads, but we're not sure if it's from us or... Because when I was first born, I don't think I had that big of a head. I don't remember. I don't know. But so they said everything is looking good with her. Just some fun little facts. Let me pull up my app. If you guys are pregnant, I highly recommend downloading the Bump. I love this app. You just enter your due date, how many babies you're having, or even if you've had kids. But it just tells you like how the size of them was at this point. So baby is the size of a pineapple. She can measure anywhere from 17.2 to 18.7 inches and weigh 4.2 to 5.8 pounds. Well, the last time we checked, she was 5.4 pounds. So, or 5 pounds 4 ounces. So I'm gonna guess we're closer to that 5.8 pounds. And apparently they will put on a pound or more before birth. So definitely having that 7-pound baby. So that's just like some basics, just to give you an idea of how big she is right now, or how big they think babies are at this point. I think my baby's a little bit bigger, but whatever. That is a little bit about the baby. Now I'm gonna tell you how I've been feeling. So I've been feeling pretty good during the days, and then I kind of slow down more towards the afternoon and nighttime. And I just get really tired. I'm carrying around this extra weight, and sometimes the pressure from the baby just kind of gets to me and kind of like makes me just tired. It makes me want to sit down and just go to sleep, and I get nauseous now. I know they say the third trimester can feel like your first trimester. That has definitely been true. Another thing that I have sciatica, or sciatic nerve pain. So that's just like a nerve in your back, and it's really painful sometimes. And I get really tight hips because I'm sitting down, because my sciatic nerve is firing off. And so that's not fun at this point. Another thing that's not fun is I cannot put my socks and shoes on. I cannot bend over a certain way over my stomach. Otherwise, it's like really uncomfortable. It makes me lose my breath. Like I'm completely out of breath from trying to put socks and shoes on, which is so sad. But that's just what happens when you get this far along in pregnancy. So I tend to lose a lot of my breath. Don't know if you can tell, but I'm breathing a little bit harder just because there's so much pressure from the baby that you do get out of breath quicker. I know Saul hates it at nighttime because I have to sleep with my mouth open and I breathe hard, I guess. I don't know, because I feel if I sleep with my mouth closed and I'm just breathing solely through my nose, I don't feel like I'm getting enough air, so I always breathe in my mouth when I go to sleep, and it drives him insane, and I really don't feel that bad. But speaking of sleep, sleep is terrible. I do not sleep. I've been waking up really, really early, and thank goodness not today, but the 2 days previous, I think I woke up at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning and stayed up for a few hours and then went back to sleep. And that's really sucked because I don't go to sleep till maybe 12 or 1 just because I can't fall asleep because I nap during the day. So it kind of throws off my sleeping schedule. And it's really not fun because it makes for a cranky pregnant lady, which we're not fun to deal with sometimes. Not even gonna deny it. But so my sleep's been horrible. I know my doctor has recommended Benadryl because it makes you drowsy. Obviously it won't like knock you out, like if something falls or whatever, you'll still hear it. But I just don't think that's something I want to do, just because I'd rather keep off the meds and just figure out sleep in some other way. It's hard. It's definitely hard. I think the baby knows I'm talking about her because she's moving and grooving in here, which honestly I think is the coolest part about pregnancy, is feeling your baby move. This little girl tends to do more rolling movements than like jabbing and punching, which the rolling movements I don't prefer because when she rolls it's weird, and sometimes it like hurts. It doesn't hurt, it's just like a weird feeling, and it's just like ah. And then sometimes she likes to roll on my bladder, and then it makes me go pee when it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's just a crazy experience to be pregnant and to feel all these movements. But it's pretty cool, and I know Saul likes when he can feel her move. Like we both freak out because it's honestly such a cool experience. I've also been feeling like the urge to make sure everything's clean, and I just feel like so underprepared for this baby. I don't know why. I mean, we pretty much have everything. We have loads of diapers, loads of wipes. We have tons of clothes. We have blankets. We have our bassinet. We have our changing table. The only thing we don't really have is a crib and like a rocking chair. And I think that's fine. She's not going to sleep in her crib for a while anyway because we're going to have her in the bassinet. But I don't know why. I just feel like so underprepared. I don't know if it's just because it's my first pregnancy and it's my first child, and we're not super young, but we're young. I don't know. I just feel underprepared, and I don't really know why. I feel like I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff, but I'm not, because I've been preparing for months for this. So I don't know if that's just something that happens towards the end of pregnancy, but that's just how I've been feeling lately. I just feel overwhelmingly underprepared, and I don't really know why. I don't know. I have been experiencing Braxton Hicks, and I don't know if it's just because my body's preparing because I'm 5 weeks out from my due date, or it's because I'm dehydrated. My doctor said it could be either or, but she wants me to be more hydrated. So I have been working on that for like the last week or so, because I've noticed I have dropped my water intake, but sometimes I just hate going to the bathroom, so I'd rather not go to the bathroom and dehydrate myself than go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. But also being dehydrated isn't good for like my fluids, or the amniotic fluid, I believe. I'm working on that. Sometimes it's hard to do it, but I just purchased a water bottle from Target that tells me how many ounces. I think it goes up to, it marks 16, but I'm pretty sure it goes up to like 18, 20 ounces. So if I have 3 of those a day, then I'm solid. So I've really been keeping track of that, and you know, just making sure I'm taking care of myself. I do take my prenatals every day, and I have an iron deficiency, so now I have to take iron pills. That is going to be it for this video. I hope this video was like informative, or I don't even know. I don't really know what's supposed to come out of a bump date, but I'm gonna do more research after I'm done filming this, so the next one is a little bit better than this one and I actually have more structure, but this is a learning process for me, so I'm gonna figure it out. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, you can do that down below. I will also leave all my social media down below so you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!